Right, shalom, I'm giving no praise unto Yahweh Shai Bashim Kohakorash. The honors unto the apostles of great millstone, and I honor your brothers that be pushing his truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brother, everybody are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Kohakorash. Giving no praise unto Yahweh Shai Bashim Kohakorash. It's going to be a relatively quick video based upon the scripture that we can see here within the book of 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. And this scripture is going into our bodies being changed. Now, this is for all brothers, if not most brothers. And this is just a reminder of the good word that these scriptures are, the hope that we have within these scriptures, especially with respect to brothers that's got ailments, you know, physical impairments, things that you feel holds back your spirit within your body, which that's pretty much all of us, because our forefather was set forth as an example. He had a thorn in his flesh, and we don't know what the thorn was, but the Most High said basically that his mercy was sufficient for him. And so we go through this life with, let's just say, drawbacks. We go through this life with some drawbacks, minor, major, whatever the situation may be. Things within our physical bodies that, you know, it may come and go. It might be something that's persistent. It might be something that you've had once. But certainly you're most likely gonna have some type of ailment within this flesh, within this kingdom, especially in the times that we're living in right now, where we're walking through a concrete jungle. Which, when you understand how the Most High made the body, we ain't supposed to be standing up on concrete all day, taking the physical impact of a solid ground straight into our joints. That's not natural. You're supposed to be going on firm ground, but, you know, with give, like walking on grass and soil and whatever. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. So what's the good news? The good news is that if your body is kind of jacked up, your body's kind of messed up, well, the Most High has given you hope within these scriptures. As a matter of fact, we see within the scriptures that the corruptible must put on incorruption. So the corruptible must put on incorruption. So these bodies that we got, not only are they subject unto vanity, but also they're broken down. And the subjectivity to vanity is going to be removed and us being transformed. But one other aspect to look at it, for brothers with ailments and physical impairments, for want of a better way of putting it, look to this scripture for hope. Because the sooner Yahweh Shai comes, the sooner whatever physical ailment that you've got, is that the Most High is going to remove it from you. Okay? The sooner Yahweh Shai comes, the sooner you ain't going to be trapped in those chains of darkness, which is what the scripture is referring to when you go into that particular scripture within the book of Jude. Those chains of darkness are going to be broken off. You're going to be putting on a body that's going to have spiritual power. You're going to be putting on a body much like the Matrix. You see, Morpheus says your limitations is how you think. But that's what it's going to be like within the kingdom. If a brother wants to jump off a mountain, fly across to the other side of the mountain, he's going to be able to do that with the spiritual power. Now, how do we know that? When Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he had the spiritual power. He's able to manipulate the elements. He walked on water. Now you go on Instagram, you see them making mockery of that. You see swimmers on the AI videos. You see the swimmers doing a race against their version of Jesus, and Jesus is running across the water. But what's the miracle? The underlying miracle that was stated within the scriptures, that the Yahweh Shai manipulated the elements and he walked upon water. We understand from the scriptures Yahweh Shai did so many miracles that it saith within the scriptures, if there was a book, the book would be a very long book of the miracles that he performed. That leads us to understand that these bodies that we have right now, not only are they physical drawbacks, but also too there's going to be an upgrade that's going to have spiritual power within it. And we look forward to that, man. We long for that, man. We look forward to that. Okay, we look forward to that. So it's one thing to be trapped up in, you know, persistently thinking about the hell that you're catching and persistently thinking about the physical impairments that you have. But I would encourage you, whoever you may be, whoever this video is going to be relevant for. I didn't do this video. I was just thinking of a video to do, and I thought, let me speak about this, because that is really good news, man. You go through stages where you got physical ailments, and you think about just how much it holds you back problems, and you got that back problem. You've been asking brothers to pay for you. You've been pointing in your back, or maybe your knees, or whatever the situation may be. That really, as a man, that your body is kind of like who you are, man. Okay, you're able to do particular things with your body, whether it's work or just being able to run up a hill or whatever. When you got it to where you can't do those particular things, it's very depressing. Okay, it can make you unproductive. But for brothers that might be in that situation, just remember, this ain't gonna be forever. You ain't gonna be held up like that forever. It's needful to remember that the Most High don't make no mistakes. There's a reason why the Most High is put you in that situation. So you could be in a situation where the Most High is gonna work miracles through you. What's an example of that? Remember the man that he was born blind he was born blind, and he was born blind just for that Yahweh Shai could do the miracle. Now think about that. All your life, you never seen the sea, the sand. You never seen the soft curves on a woman's body. You never seen any of that. And that was just for the glorification of Yahweh Shai. So the Most High does things, okay, but what the Most High does sometimes is a mystery to us. But just remember, it's not forever. This hellhole, these bodies that we got which are a hellhole, it's not going to be forever. Indeed, like the scripture says, we shall be changed. And the more we're focused on this end coming, the quicker it's going to come. In other words, when you're focused on getting a job done, you're not really focused about the auxiliary stuff. You're just focused on a job until the job's complete. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to focus on the job at hand, which is to push the word of Yahweh Shai. And upon doing that, Yahweh Shai is going to come soon, man. We're going to be changed, man. We're going to put on the immortal. This mortal must put on immortality. We're going to put on the immortal, okay? That's saith the scripture. So that's just a little bit of the hope, man. We must put on the incorruption, but also to remember we shall be changed. These bodies that we've got, these ailments that we've got within these bodies, we're going to shed these bodies and put on a better, more upgraded way of being. Not only just spiritually, but also physically. Okay? No physical limitations, so you can understand. Like we used to joke around in the past, we used to go 3% body fat. Yeah, but that's true, Sometimes even just trying to shake off the weight, that could be very depressing. It might not necessarily be an ailment, but just having the weight, especially as you get older, especially with the diet that we got, the Western standard American diet, it's very difficult to shed the weight. And that could be a problem within itself, because that's going to affect your mood. That's going to affect how you feel about yourself, and so forth and so on. Even just thinking about it like that, okay? You ain't going to have that problem when your Yahweh Shai comes. You're going to have your own body, but your own perfect body, so you can understand. In any event, hopefully, that's been inspirational for anybody that's in that situation, man. This word is truly truly good news, man. It's truly good news. Just in that, with respect to that understanding, man, that's wonderful news to know and understand that. Boom, look, you ain't gonna exist like this forever, and let's say you have a broken leg or whatever. Indeed, the Most High is gonna heal you of that particular ailment, and you're gonna be made whole again. So with that, I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh Shai, the bonus unto the apostles, a great millstone, and honor your brothers to be pushing these truths in sincerity. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.